like a Hellcat.
Hello and welcome back to the channel where once again it's time for another video. Now it's not computer game related today, but it is game related as such because I'm talking about Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol issue 1 that came out last week to my knowledge. Now if you're a long-term watcher of the channel, you will know that I covered the Warhammer 40,000 Conquest magazine probably 4 or 5 years ago now, and I covered it from issue 1 to 80, and basically it was a magazine that Games Workshop designed that you buy a copy each week and you're gradually given models to build up 2 armies, the Death Guard and the Space Marines, paint, scenery, until you've got 2 complete forces. And it was a great idea in principle. Now there were some drawbacks to it. Subscribing from Hatchet Partworks meant gradually over time you seem to get further and further behind all the issues that were being released in the shop, which was very, very frustrating. And a lot of your deliveries would have copies of the magazine missing, which was very frustrating as well. But of course, if you wanted all the extra goodies, you had to subscribe to the magazine. So it's a really frustrating experience. Another thing that happened was when Conquest finished, Games Workshop then went and released a brand new edition of Warhammer 40k with brand new rules, rendering some of the rules that you'd learnt in Conquest obsolete. Very, very frustrating. And compound it even further, they then went and discontinued some of the models that you were given in the Conquest magazine, making them useless as far as I remember. So it was very frustrating. They then went and released the Warhammer 40,000 Imperium magazine, which covered the new rules, but I basically only bought the first issue, didn't buy any of them, and was very frustrated still from the Conquest experience. But then they decided to release this, Combat Patrol. I was completely unaware of this until literally last week, I think, and I saw it advertised. So I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. First issue's $2.99. It comes with a Space Marine captain and a winged Tyrannid Prime, some dice, and a battle mat. Now, I have no idea what the prices of these models are anymore, but if I'm not mistaken, a Space Marine captain was probably about £15 by itself. So for $2.99, I thought, what the heck? Let's buy it and let's delve inside and have a look. So looking at the back cover, you can see we've got build, paint, read, collect and play. It tells us that the Silver Templars are going to be returning at some point during this magazine. And it tells us that issue 2 will come with 3 Tyrannid creatures as well. And issue 2 will be $6.99, not $2.99 like the first issue. So you can see we've got our 6 dice that it comes with. And we've got our sprue, which has the Space Marine captain on and the Tyrannid model as well. Lots of bits and bobs to cover in the first issues. There always are. Oh, of course, it's one of these massive posters. So it's a massive poster on one side. And then the second side, I don't think I can get it all in the shot, but basically it shows you everything that you get in the collection. Everything that you can get if you're a premium subscriber. So it looks like a dreadnought, some other large creatures, a demon prince, a battle tank as well. So there's actually quite a bit of cool stuff as well. If I flip it around, very hard to cover these huge posters it is. You can see that subscribers, regular subscribers, will get the toolkit, paintbrush set, the binders, a mug, and a Space Marine Primaris Company champion as well. Taking a look at the battle mat. Oh, it's actually fairly large. I think that's larger than the one that originally came with Warhammer 40,000 Conquest. I assume it's double-sided. Yeah, a double-sided battle mat. Fairly big in all fairness, so that's quite cool. And we've got the magazine itself, Combat Patrol issue 1. Make sure you don't miss out every week at your newsagent. I'm not going to read out every single page. We're basically just going to have a flick through. Oh, that's just one of those leaflets. So that's one of those things. If you want to reserve it every week at your newsagent, fill it in and they should then keep you a copy every week. Another promotional leaflet inside telling us all the benefits of subscribing and everything that you can get. I do love dreadnoughts and Warhammer tanks. I've always thought they're really cool. So let's have a look at the magazine. The basics, how to build, and it shows you a step-by-step guide for building the models within the magazine, both the Space Marine and the Tyrannid Prime. Welcome to the 41st millennium, an introduction obviously. Then we've got it telling us about the Imperium, Chaos, Xenos, Information about the Space Marines, the Angels of Death. Information, I should say, about the Tyranids, the Devouring Swarm. I'm not going to read all of this out. I think it would take forever if I read all of this out. Then we've got information on the model that we got in the magazine, our captain in Terminator armor. Turn it over. I'm guessing we'll have some information. Yes. There's our data sheet for the captain. Then we have information on the winged Tyranid Prime. Welcome to Warhammer 40,000. Then, very similar to Conquest, you'll notice the concepts, mission 1, telling us what we need to do for that mission. And it tells us how to play out mission 1. The battle ends for now. Another sheet promoting the whole entire collection. It looks to be very, very troop orientated. Not really, doesn't look like any scenery really. A few larger models, but really it looks like it's all smaller things. If I'm not mistaken, Combat Patrol, the game, is based around smaller units, I think, doing battle with each other. So I'm assuming it's going to follow that principle. And then it shows us the collection of paints and brushes that we're going to get as well. Turning over onto the back, it tells us that issue 2 comes with 3 Tyranid models, and then issue 2, I should say, comes with the 3 Tyranid models, and then issue 3 comes with 5 Infernus Marines, plus a Battlefield Essentials, cards. So there we have it, issue 1 of Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol. Let me know your thoughts on the Combat Patrol magazine, if you think it's going to be just as good in theory as the Conquest magazine was. And like always, I'll be back in the near future with another video. Goodbye for now.